friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die.
Okay, we are at part 2 of the series Draw with Riceyy and Draw with Perry. And today we are talking about adding the base for the sketch I made in part 1. It's all about that base and, of course, layer management. For this piece, I am adding straight up colors, but I will show you the values plus tips for layer management. Yeah, I already picked out the palette. It is not something special, but do take time to make one. And don't be afraid to use a full range of colors, meaning it is ranging from lightest to the darkest in order to have good contrast. I already put the base colors. I do not have to show you guys because you probably know how to do it. But if you look closely at the palette, when it's turned into black and white or grayscale, the colors doesn't look washed out and it remains contrast from lightest to darkest. Be mindful of this when choosing your colors. You don't want your colors to look like the same value. For example, you take a red and a green, then when you turn it into grayscale, you will see that they are the same value or they are the same colors when turned into grayscale. So yeah, that's what we are trying to avoid, having a flat or bland colors. But you don't need to turn it into black and white. It is just to check it if it's in the right value or not. A great way for picking your colors is to choose a mood for it. For Sakura, I chose a saturated mood for her because she has a lot of pinks and reds. And then for Hinata, I use cooler colors because of the palette that they used for her is cool colors, so I chose cool colors for her. Now we move on to layers. Layers are just like pieces of paper stacked on top of each other. So managing your layers is necessary so you won't make the mistake that drawing on the wrong layer. Naming your layers or grouping them so that you won't be lost if you have a lot of layers, and that will slow up your computer or slow up your drawing program because you have a lot of layers. So you should do, or you should limit yourself with just a few layers at first, then delete some if you don't need them so that you won't crash or your program won't crash, because it happened to me. I personally don't use or name my layers. I just group them because I have a certain workflow, but I did it for this example, for this tutorial. Yeah, just think of your layers just like you're putting on clothes. Your skin is underneath, then you add your t-shirt, then your underwear first, of course, then your t-shirt, then your pants or your skirt, then your shoes, then your accessories. Just think of layers just like that, so you don't get lost in the layers. So yeah, part 3 is shading level 1. It's gonna be a long video for that one, so get ready. Get ready. Bye.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street.